Or me? Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us here on Cool FM Live. We are here in the McHale Center in Tucson, Arizona, where the Bisbee Pumas are taking on Santa Rita. I'm Dave Davies. That's Paul Pizzicorder. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Dave. Looking forward to this one for sure. The Bisbee Pumas, the game one of our doubleheader, will be broadcasting Boynton girls against Rincon University later. But tonight, today, it's still night here. Today, the Santa Rita Eagles are finally building that program up. We talked to them a few years ago, Dave, when they were struggling to win games. They're starting to win games and get some confidence about them now. But for these Bisbee Pumas and Sebastian Lopez, they've been through a gauntlet of teams with Wilcox, the Holiday Classic, all these teams. They are ready. They are tested, and they're going to put on a show for us here tonight.
Well, and again, we are here at the McHale Center where legends are made. This is where the University of Arizona Wildcats play their basketball games. National title teams have played right here. So, again, you said Bisbee's battle tested. Santa Rita, they're normally a kind of a walkover. Not anymore. Santa Rita is winning games right now. This is going to be a competitive game. What are we looking for today? We're looking for a big game out of Hunter Wright. Sebastian Lopez is going to get a dunk at the McHale Center.
I was going to say, if you don't think Sebastian Lopez is lifting up for everyone that's part of the U of A staff, players, coaches, whoever it is, Sebastian Lopez is going to try to rise up and get that dunk for us. But, folks, we're going to go ahead with just a few minutes left to go before the game starts. We're going to flip it around. You can watch the warm-ups, and we're going to thank some of the people that make this broadcast possible.
So before we get this game started, please allow us to thank the people that make this possible for you. First one is going to be After Hours HVAC down in Cochise County. They serve all of Cochise County. They are the people that you need to see for your HVAC needs. Thank you to Fred Gray, making it possible for us to be here today.
Yeah, we have also, as always, a Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative has been with Cool FM Live from the beginning, SSVEC, serving our community.
Thank you to Casa de la Paz Hospice. When that unfortunate time comes where you have to take care of a loved one, Casa de la Paz Hospice provides the absolute best patient care possible. See them for all of your hospice needs.
Also, thank you to the Ed Morse Automotive Group, formerly Lawely Automotive. Drive in today and experience the difference.
And thank you to Allo Fiber, your new home team for phone, internet, and television. Go to allofiber.com to learn the fiber difference.
And speaking of Casa de la Paz Hospice, big partner of ours with Synergy Home Care Sierra Vista, providing non-medical home care to all of Cochise and Santa Cruz County. Call them today at 520-685-1035.
But here we are, just a couple of minutes here. The Bisbee Pumas are going to be taking on Santa Rita in the biggest venue that you can play in.
No kidding, David.
Center.
We already have a couple comments in the chat, of course. Adrian Borquez, hashtag
You
Puma
mean the guy
Pride.
right behind me?
The guy right behind us. But Jonathan David also in the chat says, let's go Eagles, folks. We do a very communal type stream around here, very gamer-centric. You go ahead and jump in there, and we'll mention everyone that can give you a shout-out.
I don't know if we had a part of this or not, but we're going to give you a little backstory on Santa Rita Eagles. A couple of years ago, we were in Santa Rita to do a couple of basketball games, and we were disappointed by the lack of support for the Santa Rita Eagles. Today, they're out here in full force supporting their kids. So there has been a serious turnaround in that program. Very, very happy to see it. We thought Santa Rita had been left for dead, but no, they had other ideas, and they are back. I believe they're 5-9 on the season. They're winning basketball games. They're competitive this year. So I'm very happy to see Santa Rita back on track. And thank you for Santa Rita fans for joining us for this broadcast today. I'll try not to be that big of a homer. So here we go. Santa Rita Eagles against the big bad Bisbee Pumas, Sebastian Lopez and company. Lopez, we just came off a double overtime classic against the Wilcox Cowboys in Bisbee, Arizona. Sebastian Lopez scored 36 points in that game. He's already over 1,000 for his career. He's ready. It's his senior year. It's time for him to lead the Bisbee Pumas past the Santa Rita Eagles in the McHale Center. I'm going to keep saying that over and over and over again. That sound means that it is time.
It's time. Careful with that. You will get sued if you try to say Bruce Buffer stuff.
Yeah, we can't get away with the stuff we got away with in year one when nobody was paying attention.
And again, thank you everyone for joining us. Chase Fournette, hey, Dan the man, Clarissa Stowe in the chat says, "Oh, let's go Pumas!" And we do have to mute the stream because the national anthem is copyrighted, folks. 1 second.
I'm going to let the U of A guy call the starting lineups for y'all, my friends.
And we will get that Buena versus Bisbee taken care of. Go ahead, Dave.
Junior number 4, Hunter Wright. Junior number 5, Eddie Andrade. Senior number 10, Emilio Diaz-Lopez. And junior number 30, Luis Ramirez.
And now we're gonna learn a little bit about the Santa Rita Eagles here. Haven't seen them in a couple of years, so let's see what they're bringing to the table.
For the Santa Rita Eagles. Sophomore number 2, Shia Alford. Senior number 3, David Gonzalez. Senior number 4, James Cruz. Senior number 11, Vernon Johnson Jr. And senior number 21, Michael Ross. And coach for the Eagles, Jordan Hale, assisted by James Molina.
Looks like they missed their cues. I was wondering. All right, folks. Dan the man at home with the graphics is trying to get those switched over for you immediately. But, Dave, we are finally ready to kick off our day because it's not night yet in the McHale Center.
It's morning.
I'm glad you took the intro. I would have definitely said good evening, everybody. But
All right, here we go, baby. Time for some Bisbee Puma basketball. Again, this could be a nice competitive game against Santa Rita Eagles in the McHale Center. Lopez is going to jump up, do the jump ball against Vernon Johnson Jr. Lopez is going to win that tip.
And here we go. Already the Bisbee Pumas getting their first possession. Ramirez, they're going to spot up a three-pointer with Hunter right away. No good off the back iron. Rebound coming all the way out to Michael Ross. We did see Michael Ross a year or two ago. He looks very familiar from the Santa Rita Eagles. Big body player, very physical player as well. That's going to be David Gonzalez with the ball for the Eagles. Ball momentarily poked away by Lopez. Gonzalez on the inside. Good drive and a great finish by David Gonzalez.
Yeah, I'd like to see that aggressive early shot out of Hunter Wright. He definitely needs to be more into this offense. I'd love to see that right out of the way for the Bisbee Pumas.
And then David Gonzalez on the drive there for the finish for the Santa Rita Eagles. It's 2-0 Santa Rita early on. There's a good drive by Chavez, but he hits this one off the back of the backboard. No good. Hunter Wright with the rebound. Sebastian Lopez, elbow jumper up and off the back iron as well. Good rebound there. And it looks like Eddie Andrade, not my bad. Eddie Andrade, actually, number 5 for the Bisbee Pumas. I always get him and Chavez mixed up for some reason. I have no idea why. Completely different numbers, not even the same.
But no, Bisbee Pumas was some good offensive rebounding there to create extra possessions. They're going to get the foul. First team foul on the Eagles.
Inbounds play. This will be Diaz Lopez. Sebastian Lopez. He's going to drive in. Lopez at the rim, and he's going to finish that one.
He's here. He's there. He's every freaking where. Sebastian Lopez with his first 2 points.
Chase Fournette in the chat says, thanks, fellas. Let's go, Pumas. Thank you, Chase, for joining us on Cool FM Live. There is Ross trying to bully his way in there and get that one in. Follows his own rebound. That's going to be a foul on Diaz Lopez. Emilio Diaz-Lopez, ever the football player trying to run through somebody.
Yeah, he did. A little too much body on that one. Even though number 21, Michael Ross, has some size on it, Diaz-Lopez was able to get him down. Early substitution, Shia Alavi coming into the game.
Okay. Fast and Furious, and I'm super happy with the Santa Rita bench as well. Remember, we broadcast them a year ago, Dave. They had 1 substitute player.
Yeah.
The program is getting built back. It's good to see when they say they're going to do something and they do it. Hunter Wright, free throw jumper leaning in for contact, nothing called. That's going to be a rebound to Alavi. He just checked into the ball game.
Bisbee with some full court pressure here early.
There's Gonzalez bringing it up. They're going to spot up a corner 3. That's going to miss everything. Vernon Johnson Jr. could not catch the iron on that one. Rebound of the Pumas.
Talk about something that we thought we'd never say. The Santa Rita fans are out cheering the Bisbee fans right now. What world are we living in?
No, they don't have to travel as far as the Bisbee fans for sure. That's going to be a corner 3 up, and there we go. Eddie Andrade knocks that one in. 5-2 Bisbee on top.
Bang, bang. Eyeballs for Andrade right there.
This one's going to be a corner 3 to answer. That one looks good, but just off the back iron. Cameron Shia Alave.
Bisbee looks locked in right now. They look to be in good form.
Good drive by Lopez. That's NBA range from Hunter Wright at the top of the key. No good. Good rebound to Ramirez, but he throws that one away. Looking for Andrade on the outlet pass. And finally, the ball will be corralled by Santa Rita and David Gonzalez.
I'm not going to lie to you. My first 3 in the McHale Center would be way off as well.
Michael Ross with the ball, playing a little bit of point forward. This one's going to be up and off the front rim. No good. Alavi really trying to get his shot going. Big score for the Eagles, we have to assume. Sebastian Lopez on the inside. He's too athletic, Dave.
Oh, he's too fast. He's too good. He gets to the rim easily for a 7-2 lead for Bisbee.
It's not fair to be that athletic at 6'1". There's a good feed on the inside, but Alavi misses that one, so it might be
point
in his
blank.
head, the missed shots. That's an open elbow 3, but deciding better of it.
Yeah, point blank range. You got to put those ones down if you're the Eagles.
Good drive by Vernon. Trying to go baseline with that shot. No good. Diaz Lopez with the rebound and kicks it up to Hunter Wright.
Bisbee, again, looking very calm and composed. Not playing too fast in the moment.
7-2 your score is Sebastian Lopez has the ball now. Sebastian Lopez palms it. Jordan-esque. Hunter Wright, he's going to drive on the inside, trying to give himself an easier shot to get into this ball game. It looks like we're going to have a timeout. Ooh, for moisture on the court, Dave. The lights are so bright, I can see that from here.
Oh, yeah, it's a different environment when you're in a legendary gym like the McHale Center.
Well, speaking of bright lights, in Cochise County, we have Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative who provide that for us. SSVEC, serving our community.
Temperature is perfect in here, as you'd expect. They must have called After Hours HVAC for their HVAC needs at 520-459-5257 because it is perfect in here. You're back. Thank you, Fred Gray and After Hours HVAC, for sponsoring a lot of what we do here on Cool FM Live.
Did somebody throw up? That doesn't look like water.
It wasn't me, thankfully. I was telling some of our home, like Carlos Lopez and Adrian Morgan, I was actually slightly nervous today, and I don't get nervous. It's kind of a big deal.
Well, you've been in Southern Arizona a lot longer than I have, and this gym is very, very special to you.
Yeah, no, it is iconic. I mean, look at the names up above us: Channing Frye and Stanley.
Oh, I didn't even see those.
Like it's like the best of the best. Lou Alcindor played in this gym. Here comes Santa Rita up the court with the ball. Heavy pressure by the Pumas, creating the turnover.
That one's going to be given right back. There's a battle for this ball at half court. It looks like Santa Rita. No, it's going to be Diaz Lopez with the interception for the Bisbee Pumas on the pass, but he gets it stolen right back as he tried to feed it in to Hunter Wright. We have a timeout. That's a great timeout from head coach Jordan Hale.
Yeah, good timeout by Coach Hale. Santa Rita, again, not having the same composure that Bisbee has right now. They're playing a little too fast, a little too nervous. I mean, as you would expect, in a game like this. But, so, yeah, good timeout by Jordan Hale.
7-2 your score, Dave. But this timeout is brought to you by the Ed Morris Automotive Group. We see some great drives on the basketball court already here today, and you can drive into Ed Morris Automotive Group and experience the difference.
Also, a big thank you to Casa de la Paz Hospice. When that unfortunate time comes, when you have a loved one that needs to be cared for, there's nobody better in the business than Casa de la Paz Hospice. Thank you for helping out, sponsoring what we do here. Give them a call, 520-263-3400.
You know what the crazy thing about hospice is, Dave, is a lot of people think you need to be bedridden for it, and that's not the case. You just have to have a terminal diagnosis. There's people that have been on hospice for 5 years, so if that's you, give them a call today. Casa de la Paz.
Again, shout out to Lisa Graybill, one of the best caregivers they have.
We have a stoppage of play here on the floor.
Of course. Jordan Hale getting a little upset. As Shia Alavi, apparently he was not supposed to be in the game.
Oh, that was 6 on the court for the Santa Rita Eagles then. And that should turn the ball over, I believe. Can't do that.
Yeah, Santa Rita a little discombobulated to open the game. I said a lot of nerves.
Well, again, it's they're building the program the right way, Dave, and it still is a program in transition. So
technical foul on Santa Rita for too many players on the court, and Ramirez is going to put the first one in.
Bisbee will get the ball back after this as well, after the technical.
These free throws brought to you by Allo Fiber, your new home team for phone, TV, and internet. Go to allofiber.com to learn the difference. I know you just signed up for it like 2 days ago.
I did. Still waiting for that installation date. And I think they said February is when they're going to start installing. But that's just hearsay, folks. I see Allo Fiber at all the marketing events, and I'm just wondering every time, hey, when you guys going live?
Yeah, right. We kind of need you.
They have it here in Tucson. I saw 2 gig internet. I signed up for that one. That is going to be the Bisbee Pumas. Andrade, he's got 3 points via a three-pointer, but throws this one away. Good steal by Michael Ross, trying to lead the charge all the way up there to James Green, but he's going to turn that one over again. Sebastian Lopez with the ball. This is not who you want having the ball. That's going to be in the paint. Sebastian Lopez, that jumper, mid-range, Dave. Very Kobe Bryant-like.
That is easy money for Mr. Lopez.
He could just jump so high. I've never seen a player 6'1" throw the ball down. That's going to be a good drive by the Santa Rita Eagles and a good offensive rebound, eventually a foul. Samuel Thompson with the rebound and drawing the contact.
That's going to be the second foul on Diaz Lopez, so we may get a substitution. And we have speaking of substitutions, Christian Kenzerski coming into the game for the Santa Rita Eagles. I haven't seen
looking for an outlet. That's a good job bodying on the inside and the contact, and one for the Santa Rita Eagles, just as you call him, Dave, Christian Kenzerski.
But he's going to the line.
Well, I was trying to say how the announcer said it. The PA announcer, by the way, for U of A. The greatest voice I've ever heard in my entire life.
It's U of A, baby. What do you think? But, yeah, he's going to try to cut this deficit to 5 with a free throw attempt. Complete the and one.
Up and good with the free throws. That cuts the deficit for Santa Rita, now down to 10-5.
Full court press here for the Eagles.
Hunter Wright with the ball for the Bisbee Pumas. They got to do something. Hunter Wright will break by himself, break the trap. Andrade with it. They get it up. Sebastian Lopez, a dangerous pass. Sebastian Lopez, former defensive back as well. That's a good pass from Lopez, showing off his quarterback and defensive back skills. Throws that one inside to a Cisco Ashave for 2.
Sebastian Lopez saying the Cisco kid is a friend of mine.
Michael Ross trying an early three-pointer, no good. Battle underneath for the rebound. Will fall to Lopez and go all the way up to Andrade. And Eddie Andrade, the floater, could have used backboard, decided against it. And because of that, misses the shot. Michael Ross for Santa Rita with the rebound.
They're beating the full court pressure here so far from Bisbee. That's a dangerous pass.
Kenzerski able to keep a hold of it. They get this one over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez opened our game up with a layup. Good job there to get his man in the lane. The drive on the inside and a great finish by Vernon Johnson Jr.
Boy, that was a good looking play. The ball fake got Lopez in the air, and Vernon Johnson took him to the rack. He took him to the hole, baby.
Hunter Wright throws this over to Lopez. Lopez wants to go quickly. Elbow jumper just outside the paint from Lopez. No good. The rebound will be corralled by Santa Rita, but only momentarily. That's a Chavez with it. He's trying to get the ball over, and it does find itself back to Sebastian Lopez. Over in the corner area, Andrade inside to Hunter Wright. Hunter Wright has a mismatch. He wants to take advantage of the fadeaway jumper. No good.
Hey, Hunter's just a little off his game right now. He'll sharpen it up, I promise you.
At the scorer's table, Harry Luna Favela. I want to mention his name because he was a freshman for the Santa Rita Eagles. The last time we broadcast him, and that kid might have been 4 feet tall, but he had the biggest heart of anyone on the team as he checks back into the game. And also coming into the game, Andre Molina for the Bisbee Pumas.
Andre is still trying to earn that Holy Molina moniker. I'm sure he'll get to it eventually.
I don't get sentimental too often, Dave, but seeing the Santa Rita team from where they were to where they are now, very emotional. That's 2 times in a week I've gotten emotional. I got emotional after the Bisbee Pumas decided that we deserve state championship rings for just yelling over their games. I could have cried on that one. Lopez with the ball.
I could not be prouder of the Santa Rita athletic program to rebuild themselves from what they were the last time we saw them.
So the three-point shot, not with the boys right now, Dave. You mentioned the bright lights of the McHale Center playing some games with these players. I'll tell you, Sebastian Lopez never gets the moment's never too big for him as he's having a game, but everyone else on both teams, the three-pointer just not there so far.
Yeah. Sebastian Lopez has been getting interviewed after his game for the last 3 years. He is well aware of big situations. He won Bisbee's first playoff game for them since 1953.
Well, Holy Molina, Anthony's in the chat saying, let's go, Dre.
Holy Molina, by the way, my condolences. I know that you weren't able to join us for the ring ceremony, but trust me, you were definitely there in spirit. We love you.
He did leave us a nice comment in the chat.
We love you.
I'm learning to articulate my feelings as well nowadays, so instead of just saying thank you and thumbs up to very heartfelt situations, I go ahead and say something nice back. The first one up and good, just a 4-point game at the line. David Gonzalez for the Santa Rita Eagles.
If you're Santa Rita, you are loving only being down 4 right now with the sloppy play that you've had in the first quarter, so Santa Rita very much in this ball game. Gonzalez looks good from here off the front iron, ain't good, makes both 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 12-9 your score here in Tucson, Arizona, home of the University of Arizona Wildcats and the McHale Center, the house that Walton built. I guess. I don't know who would have been there. Good defense, by the way. This is a house of loot built. Nice pass inside. To Molina. Good job kicking it out to Ramirez. Good defense from Santa Rita. Sebastian Lopez, he's got the look he wants. Drives in the paint. Sebastian Lopez, too strong on the inside. 8 points in the first quarter already for Sebastian Lopez. He's looking to break that 30-point bomb barrier again. 5-point lead for the Bisbee Pumas. The three-pointer, elbow three, up and good from Christian Kondzerski. And that cuts the lead back down to 2. A one-possession game here in the McHale Center between the Pumas and the Eagles. Good pass from Hunter Wright. Luis Ramirez to answer off the front iron. No good. Rebound going to Santa Rita. Tough defense in the front court from the Bisbee Pumas. They got 3 seconds to get this shot off. Johnson Jr., no good with that one. Vernon Johnson Jr. trying to take the lead, actually, before we go into the second quarter. But at the end of one day, 14-12, Bisbee Pumas on top. Yeah, Bisbee would like to think that they should have a bigger lead after that first quarter, but Santa Rita playing their hearts out right now and giving Bisbee a run for their money. It's only a 2-point game. So in between quarters, please allow me to thank After Hours HVAC. See them for all of your HVAC needs. They serve all of Cochise County. They're the best in the business. They serviced my furnace this year. Give After Hours HVAC a call, 520-459-5257. Oh my goodness, just when you think Dan the man can't get any better, he's got the comments on the screen. He had that during the Wilcox game. Did he? Yeah. He just surprises us with everything he adds to this stream. And I would like to thank Anthony Molina. Says, thank you, guys. I appreciate all the love that you guys have for all of us. You're very welcome, Anthony. Very, very easy to love our student athletes in Bisbee and also all across Cochise County. They make it very easy. Yeah, very easy. I know this song. This is a song you used for the end of the video that you made for the baseball team. That's wrong. It was one of the ones I tried to get, though. It was anyway, I would like to thank Synergy Home Care of Sierra Vista, providing non-medical home care all across Cochise and Santa Cruz counties.
If you know a loved one that struggles with activities of daily living, that could be paid for by a long-term care insurance policy or the state of Arizona. Call Synergy right now at 520-685-1035.
So Vernon Johnson Jr. going to inbound the ball right in front of us here. Says Santa Rita only down 2 after 1.
No, that's what we talked to the Bisbee coaches, and they said, we're not taking Santa Rita lightly. They are a different Santa Rita team than they've been for the last couple of years. And
we can see it. We're looking right at it.
Gonzalez for the lead. There it is. 15-14. The Eagles on top of the Pumas, and a shocking scoreline here at the McHale Center.
First quarter nerves are gone. It's time to play some hoops.
That's David Gonzalez. That is now his 7th point of the ball game. I forgot if the first one was the 3-pointer. So right behind Sebastian Lopez in scoring. And there is the aforementioned Sebastian Lopez. Gets it over to Hunter Wright. He's got that range. Yeah, he's going to pop it. Hunter Wright. Off the left iron. And no good. Gonzalez with the rebound for the Santa Rita Eagles. David Gonzalez bringing it up. Wants to go quickly. Christian Kendersky not ready for that pass.
Yeah, Bisbee with a fortunate turnover there. The Hunter Wright, that's the shot we're looking for. He was just off on that, so Hunter Wright's going to find his form. Like I said, he'll pick it up, I promise you.
Eddie Andrade now bringing it up for the Pumas. Gets into the Lopez, and collapsing defense from the Santa Rita Eagles. Doesn't take teams long to figure out who they need to keep an eye on.
You took the words right out of my mouth. By the second quarter of every Bisbee game, they're like, all right, triple team him. It doesn't matter. He scored 1,000 points plus anyways.
A good pass all the way over the corner. 3 up and no good from Andrade. And Santa Rita does step on the line, so the ball will stay with the Pumas. 6:50 to play in the second quarter. 15-14 your score here in the McHale Center.
Don't forget, Dan the man's got the clock up there too, brother.
He doesn't have the clock up there.
I'm looking right at it. It's right to the right of the scoreboard.
No, how about that? Oh, is that why he asked me? He asked me to straighten it up. I was like, I can't, dude. I'm sorry. It's already rigged up as it is.
Turnover by Bisbee. Ball's going back to the Eagles.
And you can't do that.
Santa Rita fans. What world are we living in?
Absolutely love it. Love to see that Santa Rita Eagles finally have support. Dave, that gym was enormous, and there wasn't a single soul in there 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was depressing, to be honest with you. And again, I could not be happier for Santa Rita. I know we're going to keep saying it, but again, you weren't there. We actually stopped doing Santa Rita games because it was kind of depressing. But here they are, back in full form. Hanging with beating the Bisbee Pumas curve.
Well, I mean, and honestly, what it is with seeing athletic programs and building back up, the sentimentalities that I have for sports as well, and the life lessons I think they teach you all over. I just could not be happier right now, as that one's going to be turned over by Michael Ross, who couldn't handle the pass. I mean, that was tough to put it on him. That ball was way up there, but
oh yeah, no, that was just an errant pass.
So just a 1-point game here. Bisbee Pumas find themselves trailing against the Santa Rita Eagles, a program on the come up. Hunter Wright with the ball for the Bisbee Pumas. Great camera work, by the way, Dave.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Andrade. They get it all the way over. Corner 3 from Hunter Wright. No good. That is going to be a blocking foul on Vernon Johnson Jr. for the Santa Rita Eagles.
I thank the officiating crew before they even started working the game. I'm like, so happy to have you here, boys, and it has been a very clean affair. Now, the way it should be.
Hunter Wright with the ball for the Bisbee Pumas. They get this one in the corner. Ramon Vasquez is going to walk, and Dave, I think you agree with that one.
Yeah, unfortunately, he zigged when he should have zagged on that one, and he became the traveling man. Turnover back to the Eagles.
There's a song about that.
I only sing it for the other team.
It's like not the McHale Center. I'm not disrespecting anything here tonight.
Oh, no, when Santa Rita travels, I'll make sure they know about it.
Yeah. David Gonzalez gets that one up to James Green. There's Vernon Johnson Jr. He's going to drive baseline. Tough game scoring-wise, but he's got himself involved in the game in other ways. Michael Ross with it at the free throw line. Takes the jumper off the backboard. Bank's always open. Now a 3-point Santa Rita lead.
Yeah, the bank is very open. He went in there and got himself some change.
Hunter Wright's going to be infracted by Michael Ross. You know, it's very easy to see the fouls when you're courtside. There's really nothing you can complain about today.
This is the second time we've ever got to be courtside. The other one was in Prescott, Arizona at the Suns G League Arena. That was oh so amazing. But, I mean, let's face it, it wasn't the McHale Center.
Follow the Pumas, the Tombstone Lady Yellow Jackets, and the St. David Lady Tigers, who actually won a state championship on that floor.
Yeah, they did. Right in front of our eyes, baby.
No look pass from Hunter Wright into Sebastian Lopez. Gets it out. Bisbee looking for anything. Remember, no shot clock in two-way basketball, folks. Lopez on the inside. Spin move he's known
Easy
for.
money.
Inside drop step. Sebastian Lopez too quick on the inside.
Easy money for his 10th point.
David Gonzalez with the ball, bringing it up court for the Santa Rita Eagles. Just 1 point deficit now for the Pumas. Gonzalez, he gets in the paint. The floater to answer, no good. Lopez with the rebound. That's going to be over the back on David Gonzalez.
Yeah, that's a third team foul now. Still 5:06 here in the second quarter. So Santa Rita in danger of giving Bisbee some free throws. Nothing in this world is free except for the free throws you get in the bonus.
Lopez bringing the ball up for the Bisbee Pumas over to Andrade.
Or as Canadians would say, in the bonus.
Hunter Wright with, if they work an open three ball, that's Ramirez. He's going to be short on that. Knew it right away. And rebound going back to the Santa Rita Eagles and David Gonzalez. So that's going to be a foul. Silly little foul there on Eddie Andrade.
Yeah, I'm just a random foul. No real reason for that one. But that's the first team foul for the Bisbee Pumas.
Head coach Mike Hernandez, assistant coach Gabe Lopez right across from us, as well as statistician Bryson Meyer. But that body should be a wrestler.
How much fun was that ring ceremony?
I'm not mad. I'm not a wrestler either. That's a big three-pointer. Cameron Shia Lavi puts that one in for the Santa Rita Eagles. Got yelled at earlier. Comes back with a three-pointer, Dave. Timeout, head coach Mike Hernandez from the Pumas.
Yeah, man, they found themselves down 4 to Santa Rita. It's like everything has changed today. Like, for some reason, it's different than it was yesterday. I can't quite put a finger on it.
Santa Rita crowd behind the bench going absolutely crazy. Cheerleaders as well leading the charge here at the McHale Center in Tucson, Arizona. And folks, while we have a timeout, I'd like to thank Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, for, as always, serving our community.
Also, a big shout out to Casa de la Paz Hospice. If your loved ones reach that time in their lives where they require hospice, nobody does it better than Casa de la Paz. Give them a call, 520-263-3400.
And as we are watching the Bisbee Pumas today, Dave, there's no better player in the state of Arizona driving to the basket. And those drives by Sebastian Lopez are brought to you by the Ed Morse Automotive Group, where you can drive in today and experience the difference at Ed Morse Automotive Group.
A lot of people joining us today. Don't forget to jump in that chat, baby. We're in the McHale Center. Come on.
Got the comments on the screen. You guys can shout anyone out.
And stick around. We have a doubleheader. We will be broadcasting the Buena girls after this game as
Sebastian Lopez on the inside takes on Ross, but leaves that one a little short. But Santa Rita content to leave. Michael Ross one-on-one with Sebastian Lopez. He tries to exploit that. This is going to be a jump ball, staying with the Pumas, a 4-point lead for the Santa Rita Eagles.
Yeah, expect number 3, Sebastian Lopez, to put on that cape again like that.
The alley-oop play from the Bisbee Pumas can't finish at the rim. Lopez follows his own rebound, gets his man up, nothing. That's going to be a rebound by Chave, and he goes up with it. Really surprised that he was that open. Turned around and made the shot.
The Cisco Kid is a friend of mine.
Johnson Jr. throws this one over. They have another three-pointer. Open, corner three off the back iron, and no good. This one from Alave not connecting, and that's going to be Andrade. Met at half court. Nothing called on the contact. Ball going back to Sebastian Lopez, and that's going to be taken away by David Gonzalez right behind, leading the charge off the backboard. I think, Dave, James Green had more time than he thought on that one.
Yeah. That's one of those situations where he's just too open.
And for the tie, contact, nothing called underneath. And the ball coming back to the Santa Rita Eagles. Here we go again. Alavi for three. Elbow three in and out. Nice rotation. Surprised that ball didn't go in off the rim. How much backspin he had on it.
Here comes the Hunter. He's had enough. I can't believe there wasn't a call on that last play. That was 100% contact.
And our fellow media members agreeing with you right next to us. And we are going to have a stoppage of play.
Somebody gonna bring it in. Go. We're used to seeing that. With the officials, they play football out there. Anytime we travel.
So Hunter Wright with the ball, and again, still scoreless, but that will change.
Chave with the ball. Dangerous pass over to Hunter Wright. Good job by Wright getting that back into Lopez. And the ball's going to bounce around a few times, and that will be a foul called on White for James Green.
That's going to be the 4th team foul. One more, and Bisbee's getting free throws.
Back into the Eagles, number 14,
Well, Dan.
So here we go. Bisbee with the ball. Hunter right at the top of the key.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's zoomed in a lot.
And that ball is missed, rebounded by Santa Rita. That's going to be a foul on Luis Ramirez. Second team foul on the Pumas. Ball's going to stay with Santa Rita, up 2. Fast first half of basketball here at the McHale Center. Did I mention the Arizona Wildcats play basketball here?
20-18 your scoreline, 2:25 left to go. That's going to be Green, fadeaway jumper, no good. Ball's going to bounce around and go back, and that is going to be a travel. You got to dribble the ball in basketball, Dave.
Whoa, he's a traveling man.
Trying to get this scoreboard situation fixed at halftime. I didn't know Dan the man was going to put it on stream. We're going to have to figure something out for the boy. He's done so much for us. Rita Carlos in the chat says, go Pumas.
Let's go Pumas.
2-point deficit for the aforementioned Pumas. Sebastian Lopez bringing the ball up court. He's got himself a lane on the inside. He's going to be fouled, going to the line for 2.
All right, 3 years of free throw practice for this moment right here, Sebastian. Let's put them both down.
Dave saying that so loud that he definitely heard that on the court. Sebastian Lopez, he's going to be in his head. So if he doesn't make him, it's Dave's fault. And if he does, it's because Sebastian Lopez has mental toughness that we cannot believe. Up and go with the first one.
Easy money right there. That was wet. These free throws brought to you by After Hours HVAC. Best HVAC company in the business.
Sebastian Lopez ties the ball game up at 20, 2:11 to play here in the first half at the McHale Center, home of the University of Arizona Wildcats. That's good from Eddie Andrade to fight. But he's going to be called for a travel. There's a lot going on in that instance.
Yeah, I mean, he got the ball out of his hands, but he was still on his backside, so I don't know about the travel.
I think they just call it in high school, I'll tell you. As soon as they hit the ground, I think they just call it. Johnson Jr. for the Santa Rita Eagles.
He's a good-looking player, but he's going to almost turns it right over.
Here we go. Favela gets that one in the corner for 3, and the lead no good by Alavi. This one's coming back up to Sebastian Lopez. He's going to take on everybody. Lopez at the rim, wanted to dunk it. Good job switching it over to a layup, and that gives a 2-point lead back to the Bisbee Pumas.
Sebastian Lopez is so good at everything he does.
That's going to be a turnover and getting his first minutes of the game and maybe the season. Michael Flores from the Bisbee Pumas comes up with that steal.
Gabby Lopez in the house. Santa Rita's lucky that she ain't able to play.
For sure.
I don't know what the call was, but if it was a foul, that's going to be free throws for Bisbee. And we have a new player on the floor for Bisbee, Pete Naperi. And he's going to the line.
Pete Naperi, I said it was Michael Flores. Pete Naperi, number 23, folks. That's why we keep him around. Sorry, Pete. So Pete getting his first minutes, I think, of the season, Dave. I don't remember seeing him.
I haven't seen him yet this year.
Misses the first free throw.
Come on, Pete. You got to make a free throw in the McHale Center, baby. Come on.
Pete Naperi is sophomore. For the rest of your life. Naperi misses the second one. That one's going to go back to the Santa Rita Eagles. Still a 2-point deficit here at the McHale Center for these Eagles.
I'm still wondering if they're going to let me get some shots at it between the games.
David Gonzalez with the ball now. Gets this over to Michael Ross. Michael Ross from college range. No good on the three-pointer. Rebound coming out to the Bisbee Pumas. There's Dre Molina. Andre gets around his man. Over to Naperi. They got it open. That's going to be Andrade for 3. Just a little bit short.
Oh, Naperi was in there for the rebound, but unable to get it away from Gonzalez.
Coming back to the Santa Rita Eagles, Vernon Johnson Jr. loses the handle. That one's going to be taken away by the Cisco kid. Gets this one up to Andrade, or Naperi rather. And that's going to be a travel.
Come on, Pete.
51 seconds to go here in the first half of play. 22-20. Bisbee Pumas on top of the Santa Rita Eagles, and what has been a very well contested ball game.
Yeah, Santa Rita is game today. Again, a couple of years ago, like I said, we wouldn't even do the games, and now Santa Rita's over here showing us why we should have been.
Dan the Man's got the replay graphics up there, I see. Dan the Man doing everything today.
The man.
Michael Ross with the ball for the Santa Rita Eagles. This one over to, no, he decides not to give it to Green. That's a deep three-pointer up and off the front iron from Lawely.
Bisbee got lucky on that one. He barely missed.
25 seconds. It looks like Sebastian Lopez and company want this to be the last possession of the first half. Screen going to be set. He's going to deny the screen. Molina with it. Fortunate not to be called for a travel. That's going to be Cisco Achave. He can't make that one, but follows his own miss. Good rebound. 8 seconds on the shot clock. There's Andrade. Andrade, elbow floater up and off the front iron. No good. 2 seconds. Michael Ross gets it up. Can he get it off? No. Johnson Jr. makes the layup, but after the timer runs out, so it's 22-20 at the end of the first half. Bisbee Pumas on top of a tightly contested ball game.
Yeah, only a 2-point lead for Bisbee, so they're going to have to go figure some things out. Yeah, I mean, the last thing they want to do is get the biggest game of the year in the McHale Center and lose to Santa Rita. So Bisbee's going to have to figure it out, but yeah.
What'd you like in that first half, Dave? Let's start off with the Santa Rita Eagles.
3-point shooting is good. The ball movement is good. They just got to clean up the turnovers a little bit, but again, it's just a new-look team. This is not the team that we're used to seeing.
And for the Bisbee Pumas, outside of Sebastian Lopez, what'd you think? Somebody doing the dirty work that probably doesn't get all of the credit that they deserve.
Oh, the Cisco kid had a big first half, and so giving some good contributing minutes off of the bench, so looking really good. I'd like to see a little more of the full-court press out of the Bisbee Pumas, yeah, and just kind of create some chaos out there, get some more turnovers off the Santa Rita Eagles. Folks, we have about 8 minutes till the second. Oh, yeah, they're going to do a couple of things here at halftime, so we're going to let you folks enjoy that. We'll be back here in about 9 minutes. But before we let them do the halftime ceremonies, I would like to thank Allo Fiber, your new home team for phone, internet, and television. Go to allofiber.com to learn the fiber difference, but let's go ahead and watch this.
Coach B's approach combines training with encouragement, ensuring that all students, regardless of skill level, feel motivated and supported. His legacy at the school continues through the lasting impact he has made on his students' lives, encouraging them to lead balanced, active lives long after they graduate. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bisbee MLK Classic honoree, Coach Armando Ballesteros. And now the Santa Rita honoree is Tammy Case. Tammy Case is a proud 1982 graduate of Santa Rita High School. Her entire family and both sons are also Santa Rita graduates. She has always been passionate about supporting the students of her alma mater. She served at Santa Rita as a business yearbook teacher for 10 years. Ms. Case continues to be a strong Santa Rita advocate and is currently serving on the Santa Rita Student School Council. Ms. Case has never forgotten about Santa Rita and continues to proudly wear her green and gold. Her volunteering and advocacy efforts have helped build and sustain programs and opportunities for countless numbers of Santa Rita students. Read her full story on page 8 of the MLK Classic official program available at the entrance. Ladies and gentlemen, the Santa Rita MLK Classic honoree, Miss Tammy Case.
Number 15. So here's on a passing list, number 15. It's very good for small.
Oh yeah, we've had the pleasure of doing this with him for 3 years now.
I didn't even know.
He has provided us with more moments than you could imagine.
Yeah, I didn't know if the school even knew he broke it down.
Oh no, wait, we have a big thing for it on the Oh yeah, absolutely. No, that's right. Yeah, we've been doing this for years. And again, he's that kid right there. He's more highlights than you can imagine. He's top 20 in the He'll probably call it football. He's a senior. He's a quarterback. He's fat. He runs like 4.5. He'll be nice shape. If you have the nose for the ball, he's so fast. There's a separation there. When he hits the edge, like it's I mean, see, yeah, you know, like it's over. It's so fast.
Before we get to any of our NFL, I could see Coach Dennis Baker from the Buena Colts is finally here. And while we wait on him, let's wait to talk Buena Colts. Let's start with the team out of Sierra Vista, though. Let's start with the ALA Guardians. I do believe it's Guardians. I keep saying it. I hope it is. They got the cool lion as the mascot. They went 0-1 last week. So, but they are 7-3. They're 1-2 in sections. They have Barine Academy and the Canyon Athletic Sierra Vista Cup coming up this Thursday. So look out for that one. ALA looking to take that. But Barine, surprisingly, since the holiday break, might have made some waves as well. Let's talk about C.J. Williams, because why not? In that game, went 41-6-6, 4-2, 41 points. 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, and 2 blocks. C.J. Williams, and of course his running mate freshman Porter Jones added 15 points, but it was a loss.
I didn't know about Porter Jones.
I say him all the time. And there is head coach Dennis Baker as he walks in the shot. Dave, how are the ALA women doing? Yeah, actually your side's probably a little bit better. That's all good. That's all good. Coach, nobody was on time today. Let me tell you, you might have heard the head cold that I got going on. Dave woke up and his alarm forgot we even had a show today. It's been a long week.
Yeah. One of those days, huh?
Yeah, Coach, there's a running theme today, and I want to be. I know that we stream all of your games, and so we need to, as much as we want to support and stream your kids, you need to be careful because there's going to be other coaches out there that watch your streams and just try to steal what you do. You know what I mean? Like, because you have a really good system in place, and they're going to want to just take it from you.
That was actually in the summer, too. A lot of coaches came up from Bisbee. They're like, I think you're giving film on other teams for us. And I was like, didn't matter. They won their first playoff game, went to the quarterfinals.
Yeah. Like, it's amazing how much scouting that we provide for other people by covering these games.
Absolutely. I've thought of that. At this point, we're used to it because you guys have been covering our games for a while now, but that thought does come across your mind of how much film was out there and how easily accessible it is for our opponents. But really, at this level, everybody knows
you're all doing the same stuff. There's only 5 guys on the court. How creative can you be?
You gotta say plagiarism is very real. So I mean, you gotta be careful.
As far as people stealing our stuff or trying to, coaches always steal or borrow stuff from other schools and other teams.
I love you, Coach.
So.
I love you.
right, folks, welcome back. Just a minute and some change here before we get back into action between the Santa Rita Eagles and the Bisbee Pumas. 22-20, the Bisbee Pumas on top of the Santa Rita Eagles. Dave, we talked a little bit in the outset about how proud we are of seeing the Santa Rita Eagles program from where it was 2 years ago to where it is now, and now giving the Bisbee Pumas a little bit of a run for their money here at the McHale Center, home of the Arizona Wildcats in Tucson, Arizona. Dave, if you want to just speak a little bit about the emotions you feel about seeing the Santa Rita Eagles team and where they've come from.
Yeah, we were just talking. I was talking at halftime with a couple of people, Javier from All Sports Tucson over here, talking about the Santa Rita program. And like I said, again, how a couple years ago after doing a game in Santa Rita, we were done covering Santa Rita Eagles, because if they weren't going to support their own team, we weren't going to support them either. But they are back in full force right now. A lot of fans in the stands today. They're being loud. Love to see it. As far as the Bisbee Pumas go, again, this is a huge moment for them. Playing in the McHale Center again, this is a play like legends have played on this floor. I need to figure out how to get a shot up on this floor before we're done here today. I need a ball. I need to get a shot up.
There it is.
I just need one free throw. I'm going to go out there, nail the free throw, and call it a day.
That buzzer means we are just about ready to set and get right back into action. 22-20. What do you think, your
Blue?
score here?
Blue, what do you think? After the game, can I get a free throw up? Oh, nothing.
The starting five for the Bisbee Pumas coming back out. Sebastian Lopez on the right, Luis Ramirez, Emilio Diaz-Lopez, and Eddie Andrade.
Low-scoring first half, only 22-20. So I expect the first
scoring, but it didn't seem more efficient than maybe the numbers said.
It did. I expect to be a higher scoring second half. Again, the nerves are gone. Now we're just playing basketball. I'm nervous just sitting next to this floor, much less playing on it.
There's David Gonzalez, leading scorer for the Santa Rita Eagles, bringing the ball up court. Santa Rita momentarily had the lead in that first half, specifically the second quarter, looking to get that back with one shot. James Green with the ball right now.
Yeah, James Green has some errant shots in that first half. Looking for a better second half out of him.
Gonzalez can't hit that corner three-pointer. Andrade with the defensive rebound, I should say, for the Bisbee Pumas. He's going to go coast to coast. Can't get that one to go. Hunter Wright battling, and David Gonzalez actually coming up with the rebound for the Santa Rita Eagles. 0 for 2. 0 for 1 for both teams. David Gonzalez, they're going to let that one go 22-22. I'm sorry, the ref distracted me. I didn't know what he was saying.
No, he was saying that the ball got tipped. That's why it wasn't a double dribble.
Good to know. Good to know. Sebastian Lopez now bringing the ball up court. Tie ball game 22-22. Nothing to separate these two teams as of yet.
Nice pass inside.
Hunter Wright's going to finish at the basket, 24-22.
Nice pass from Luis Ramirez for Hunter Wright for his first 2 points of the game.
David Gonzalez bringing the ball up court for the Santa Rita Eagles.
Coach Jordan Hale calling for the curry. I don't know what that means.
It should be a deep three or one of the highest arcing floaters you've seen in the lane. Yeah, Gonzalez. Ooh, he's actually going to be fouled. I thought he was going to be called for the travel, but it looks like they're going to get Luis Ramirez for an infraction.
First team foul of the third quarter for the Bisbee Pumas. For my beloved Bisbee Pumas, I should say.
Green with the ball. Over to Gonzalez. Green had it, decided better of it. He's going to drive on the inside. That's a tough look and a big finish from James Green on the inside.
Nice little George Gervin finger roll for the layup.
Hunter Wright gets this over to Ramirez. Diaz-Lopez, he can pop that. Goes baseline for the two. That one's a little bit too long, and there's Christian Kanzerski with the rebound for the Santa Rita Eagles.
I'd like to see Eddie getting in there on the rebounding. That was way too easy of a rebound for Santa Rita.
24-24 at the McHale Center, home of the University of Arizona Wildcats. And what a venue it is.
The girls just walked into the house. We're seeing you shortly.
This one's going to be a corner. No, David Gonzalez gets his man in the air, and there's a baseline jumper, and the Santa Rita Eagles one more time. A 2-point lead in this ballgame.
Yeah, they let him get away with some steps on that one.
Hunter Wright is going to pick up the ball, gets a good pass inside Emilio Diaz-Lopez, and now we're starting to see both teams trying to get a little bit closer to the rim and finish at the basket, Dave. We did see a few missed three-pointers, more than we're used to.
As I always tell the young kids, if you can't make it from 10 feet, why are you trying to make it from 20?
That one's going to be tipped away, but James Green there for the Santa Rita Eagles to corral it. He's got Andrade on him. Ooh, and Eddie had great defense, but did slip. And that's going to leave Santa Rita with an open chance for a shot. They pass a little bit errant, and it's Sebastian Lopez off the backboard and in. Some say he's there, and everywhere.
He's here. He's there. He's every freaking where. Where's my dunk?
28-26. Bisbee Pumas.
I wanted to see him try to throw that one down.
On top.
We got to cherry pick him for a dunk.
A corner three from David Gonzalez, a little bit out of the rhythm of the offense, and that's going to bring the ball up for Luis Ramirez. He wants to go in just outside the paint. Can't get that to connect.
Nice rebound.
Eddie Andrade battling for that one. Ball will be tipped out on Santa Rita and staying with the Bisbee Pumas.
As I call for effort on the rebounding from Eddie Andrade, well, there it is. The very next
Substitutions coming into the game, folks. And while that happens, I'd like to thank Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative for sponsoring our broadcast on Cool FM Live, SSVEC, serving your community.
Samuel Thompson, one of those substitutions.
That one's an errant pass. Hunter Wright just mishandled that ball. David Gonzalez with it. Ton drive on the inside. David Gonzalez called for the travel, so the Santa Rita unable to take advantage of the turnover.
Whoa, he's a traveling man.
Hunter Wright with the ball now for the Bisbee Pumas. There's Sebastian Lopez. As soon as Lopez gets the ball, everyone backs off because he can do things like that. Lopez, good fake pass, drop step on the inside, no good. Rebound. Good job there by Samuel Thompson, not just on the rebound, but on the defense at the rim on Sebastian Lopez.
Oh, Lopez doesn't miss those point-blank ones very often. Take a picture, write it down, I don't care.
That's going to be a three-pointer for the lead. No good once again by Alavi. 28-26, 4 minutes now to go in the third quarter as Luis Ramirez gets the ball up for the Bisbee Pumas. Andrade.
Have you ever seen a kid with a gas tank like Sebastian Lopez? Like, he does not run out of energy.
No, not at all. That's going to be a corner three from Luis Ramirez off the back iron. No good. Long rebound to Hunter Wright. He's in the paint. Loses the ball momentarily. Ball still on the ground. Sebastian Lopez with it. Free throw jumper. That's going to be short. The miss is going to come out to James Green for the Santa Rita Eagles, who dribbles by the defense. And now they have a little bit of a numbers advantage. That one's going to be a foul. Might be on Diaz-Lopez.
That foul is going to be on the floor. Ball out of bounds for the
Eagles. That is on Sebastian Lopez.
That's only his first foul of the game. We're not in Cochise County. They're not going to job. Santa Rita, Hunter Wright was going to have an open shot, and they just got it right away from him.
All right, so we have a little bit of a dilemma as the stream is down. And we'll hope Dan the Man gets that one right back up in a moment.
Santa Rita, elbow jumper, no good. Rebounded by Luis Ramirez. No foul called there. Andrade going to the basket. Nothing on that. Follows his own shot, and good. Eddie Andrade gives Bisbee a 4-point lead. So timeout by Santa Rita is going to give me an opportunity to thank Fred Gray and After Hours HVAC, the best HVAC service in the business down in Cochise County. If you need HVAC work done, give After Hours a call, 520-459-5257.
Also, thank you to the Ed Morse Automotive Group, sponsoring every Sebastian Lopez drive to the basket. You can drive in today and experience the difference at Ed Morse Automotive Group.
And also a big shout out to Lisa Graybill, Alice Guerra, and Casa de la Paz Hospice. And when that unfortunate time comes, when your loved one needs care, Casa de la Paz Hospice is the very best in the business. Give them a call, 520-263-3400.
Well, speaking of care and big power partners with Casa de la Paz Hospice, thank you to Synergy Home Care Sierra Vista. They provide the non-medical portion of home care. We work hand in hand with Casa de la Paz on a lot of clients. Call them today at 520-685-1035 if your loved one needs help getting to the bathroom, putting on clothes, or maybe even cooking for themselves, or traveling and going to the park. Hospital travel is a big thing that we do as well.
Also, thank you to Allo Fiber, your new home team for phone, television, and internet. Go to allofiber.com and learn the fiber difference.
30-26, Pumas opening up a 4-point lead. These two teams have not been separated by more than 2 possessions since Santa Rita had the 4-point lead in the second quarter. And the Bisbee Pumas looking to build off of that.
Again, stay tuned. This is the first game of a doubleheader. We will be doing the Buena Colt girls after this game as well. Not only that, Coach Dennis Baker is going to join us for a halftime interview. Head coach of the Buena Colt boys, Dennis Baker.
That one's going to be just outside the paint. No good from Lawely. The open three-pointer for Gonzalez, and that's good. David Gonzalez cuts the Santa Rita deficit down to 1.
Bisbee's got to get out there in those three-point shots. That's a lot of wide-open threes today for Santa
answer,
Rita.
Eddie Andrade, quick in the shot clock, decides not to set up the offense. That's going to be out of bounds. And staying with the Bisbee Pumas.
Very fortunate for Bisbee that Andre Adkins was standing on the out-of-bounds line because Santa Rita was about to get the ball back and try to take the lead. There's going to be a substitution. Michael Ross is going to check in. He had a nice first half for them.
Hunter Wright with the ball. Just over 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 1-point lead for the Pumas. Hunter Wright, he wanted to pop that. Diaz Lopez, top of the key, straight on 3. No good. Michael Ross, the rebound, fighting underneath, and he will keep control of the ball. Gets it over to Samuel Thompson and over to David Gonzalez, who has been the #1 player for the Santa Rita Eagles so far here today.
Bisbee Pumas are just cold from the three-point line, but there's a turnover.
Here's Sebastian Lopez. He gets Michael Ross up. Good defense from Ross, but Lopez, not only the fastest player in Cochise County, very strong as well.
Yeah, for 165 pounds, man, that kid is a truck.
32-29. That's going to be a reach-in foul on Andrade. Says he got his arm, so 3-point Puma lead with 1:30 to play in the third quarter.
Vernon Johnson Jr. checking back in. He also had a very solid first half. He heard me call his name, and he was kind of surprised. He was like, that's me.
Vernon Johnson Jr. colder than he'd like to be from the field, but again, hustle stats and things that don't show up on the box score. He's really been helping his team out in different ways, and here he is taking on Hunter Wright. Over to Michael Ross. Michael on the inside, good turnaround in the paint. Big man with the bucket.
Yeah, he had a good first half and a nice bucket there to cut it to 1 point.
Emilio Diaz Lopez trying to answer, and that's going to be a reach-in foul on our boy Harry Luna Favela.
Only the first team foul of the quarter. No teams have hit the bonus today, which I love to see. Means our boys in black and white are doing very well. Oh,
there's the ollie. Sebastian Lopez goes up and corrals it, but can't get the oop. Ball still knocked around. Diaz Lopez and Sebastian Lopez fighting for it. Hunter Wright wants to pop this three-pointer from U of A range. No good. Rebound going out to Alavi. Bisbee trying to tie the ball up. I think they will.
Yes, sir.
And that's a jump ball. That's going to give another possession back to the Bisbee Pumas.
The Bisbee Pumas make you jump. Well, they just ran the alley-oop inbounds play, so they're going to have to come up with something else here. Oh, I really want Lopez to get that dunk in the McHale Center. I will lose my collective stuff.
Sebastian Lopez with the ball. He's going to drive, gets that elbow jumper in. It's a little bit off, and that's going to be a rebound to Michael Ross and a chance for the Santa Rita Eagles to take the lead right back here in the third quarter.
You bite your tongue. There will be no such thing.
37 seconds. Sorry, I'm a professional. Three ball up and no good from Johnson Jr. Rebound to Hunter Wright. Wright bringing the ball up for the Bisbee Pumas. They got a 2-on-2. He's going to take it all the way. Hunter Wright finishing at the basket. Now a 3-point lead back for the Pumas.
Cha-ching by Hunter Wright. Nice.
Alavi gets it inside to Michael Ross. He's been a force, and he's going to be fouled going to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, he's got a good-looking shot, so Michael Ross probably going to be successful on these free throws.
And the You Can't Do That chance coming out from Santa Rita fans, which absolutely love to hear. David, and you mentioned it earlier. This is no joke. We had 0 fans in the game that we did in the Santa Rita gymnasium, and it was such a beautiful gymnasium, and it was so big. And there were 0 Santa Rita fans, and we couldn't have been more depressed. And it's just amazing to see them traveled in the McHale Center watching their third team play.
First free throw good, and these free throws are brought to you by Casa de la Paz Hospice. Give them a call, 520-263-3400.
Second one's going to be just a little bit off, so 2-point lead. 14 seconds. Bisbee has to go quickly. Speaking of quickly, there's Sebastian Lopez. Over to Hunter Wright. He wanted to pop that one, decides better of it. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, still time. But now the ball's on the floor. It's going to be tied up. Goes to Diaz Lopez for the Pumas. They got to get a shot up. Andre Molina, the floater on the baseline. Good awareness from Molina to just get the shot off. It will not count. 34-32. Bisbee Pumas on top of the Santa Rita Eagles as we go into the fourth quarter at the McHale Center.
Andre can only blame himself because if he had made that shot, it would have been holy Molina. But unfortunately, the ball doesn't go down. So in between quarters, please allow me to thank After Hours HVAC Services, the very best that we have in Cochise County. If you need your furnace service or any HVAC needs at all, give Fred Gray a call, 520-459-5257. They're one of the reasons why we're sitting here today. Use the services that we're advertising.
Well, I think we forgot. I mean, we have Dan the Man here, so let's go ahead and thank the Sierra Vista Soap Company. Locally handmade bath and body products. You can find them at Season's Creation at the Sierra Vista Mall or visit SierraVistaSoapCompany.com.
I wanted to give Michael Alvarez's business a shout out, but he didn't tell me anything about it. I told him to message me. He owns his own business now.
And back to our original sponsors, the people that sponsor everything that we've ever done on Cool FM. Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community.
Again, I'm wondering if the referees are going to let me get one free throw shot up after this game so I can say that I did it.
Wouldn't count on it.
Oh, he said he wasn't. I got my wallet on me. That's fine. Oh, you work for the Chiefs. Ah, I got one in there.
No, there are plenty that do, but I'm not one of them.
There's not. Anyway, here we go.
Love it.
You're still mad about throwing the ball on the goal line, huh? That was my dynasty.
Oh, gosh.
David Gonzalez with the ball now for the Santa Rita Eagles.
I deserve that.
Over Johnson Jr., over to Michael Ross. Ross with a good drive on the inside. Contact, and they will call the foul. Michael Ross going to the line to try to tie this ball game up here in the fourth quarter.
These free throws are brought to you by Allo Fiber, your new home team for phone, internet, and television. Go to allofiber.com and learn about the fiber difference. What do you say, 2 gig internet?
2 gigs. I don't know what the upload is.
I don't know anything about anything. I just sing the songs to tell the jokes.
First one up from Michael Ross, up and good.
Well, this gym gets quiet when it gets quiet. I get a nice "Let's Go Pumas" out of this gym. Let's try this here before the free throw. Let's go Pumas! Yeah, very loud.
Well, Michael Ross is at the line. Dave Davies showing he doesn't care. Hunter Wright going in now. It's a 1-point lead for the Pumas. The pass on the inside, no good to Ashave. And Hunter Wright's going to come away with the steal, keeping the ball in the front court for the Bisbee Pumas. Andre Molina, three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Hunter Wright. He's got a few of those tonight.
Yeah, good.
Oh, what a pass through the legs to Andre Molina, giving the Bisbee a little bit of a break. Molina now with the ball. Wants to drive on the inside, going to the bank. No good, as he's going to have that one taken away by Michael Ross. And now Avila coming up for the Santa Rita Eagles, but he can't get that one to go either.
Very fortunate for Bisbee. He was wide open on that one.
Alavi, I knew they were both wrong. Sebastian Lopez, he's going to step back from U of A range, miss everything. Ball going back to the Santa Rita Eagles.
Okay, tight ball game. 1-point game, under 7 minutes to play here in the fourth.
David Gonzalez with the ball for the Santa Rita Eagles. Just a 1-point deficit for these Eagles here at the McHale Center at U of A. This one's going to be knocked out. Diaz Lopez turning the ball over for the Bisbee Pumas.
Very fast hands there, Bisbee.
Yeah, I used to be an athlete back in the day.
I was hoping it didn't hit me in the head.
No. Brother, we got a job to do.
We're professionals, gosh darn it. Professional what? I don't know.
Gonzalez with the ball gets. Oh no, he's going to take it baseline. The shot up and good. David Gonzalez taking matters into his own hands. 35-34. Santa Rita on top of the Bisbee Pumas.
Well, here we go. The Bisbee Pumas finding themselves in another close affair like they were against Wilcox last time we saw them.
That one's going to be taken away. You hear the Santa Rita fans getting very loud. Johnson Jr. Oh, he had him on the corner. I think he wanted Lawely to go to the basket. Lawely wanted to try another three-pointer and miscommunication.
And Luis Ramirez and Eddie Andrade coming back into the game for the Bisbee Pumas. The Cisco kid and Andre Molina will be taking a seat.
Head coach Jordan Hale agrees with Johnson Jr. as he took Lawely right out of the game right away and went over to coach him.
Hey, he's had his issues with number 2 today. I don't know what's going on.
Lawely wanted the big three-pointer. He said, you got an open shot at the basket. Lopez into Hunter Wright, off the backboard, no good. Lopez fighting. He's going to be called for the foul as he did swipe out the arms of Christian Kanzerski.
Our second foul on Lopez, but we're in the fourth quarter, so that doesn't really matter. But Santa Rita here with a 1-point lead, and Bisbee does not want to lose another nail-biter. Too many close losses this year for the Bisbee Pumas. Oh, we got a Let's Go Eagles in the chat.
Jonathan David still with us. Says, let's go Eagles. You guys got this. Good to hear, Jonathan David. That's going to be a foul on the Bisbee Pumas. Sebastian Lopez, 6 minutes to play. A 1-point lead for the Santa Rita Eagles.
That's 3 team fouls on Bisbee with still 6 minutes to go. They're going to have to clean it up, or Santa Rita's been getting a lot of free throws. So no team's hit the bonus yet, but Bisbee is threatening to put Santa Rita in it.
Kanzerski is going to be called for the travel. Big man not used to having the ball right there and walks with it. So Vernon Johnson Jr. and the boys got to get back on defense and defend Sebastian Lopez.
Whoa, he's a traveling man.
And the Bisbee Pumas. Andrade with it. Thought about the three-pointer, thought about the pass.
Come on,
Hunter Wright from U of A range.
Bang!
That's in. Hunter Wright gives the Pumas back a 2-point lead, 37-35.
There it is, that three-pointer that you get to remember for the rest of your life.
James Green with it. He gets it all the way over. And passing the ball around the perimeter. The Santa Rita Eagles looking to set up some offense, slowing the ball game down. This one going around to Vernon Johnson Jr. That's going to be Michael Ross. Gets by his man in the paint. The floater off the back iron, no good. That's going to be a tough battle for the rebound. It's going to be knocked out off of Michael Ross and the Eagles and going back to the Pumas.
Yeah, he's a little upset with himself. He had a point-blank shot right there to tie the ball game, and right off the back iron. Been there. I've been there, big man. I've been there.
Hunter Wright with the ball, 2-point lead for the Bisbee Pumas. A chance to open this game up to a 2-possession lead. Sebastian Lopez. Ramirez back to Hunter Wright. He's already made a big one. Elbow three. Hunter Wright up and good. Ripping the net open, and now the Bisbee Pumas have a 5-point lead. Dave, if I told you this was the biggest lead of the ball game, would you believe me?
Oh, well, yeah, it's been such a tight affair, but a couple of big bangerangs from three-point line for the Hunter. He's got himself a couple of scalps now. And the Bisbee Pumas jumping out today. Like you said, the biggest lead of the game.
Second biggest. They had an 8-point lead, but that's when the game started. Here we are. We have Debbie Atkinson Lee in the chat, says, go Pumas. And those Pumas trying to drive their way to a victory here at the McHale Center, just like we drove up here thanks to Ed Morse Automotive Group and that great Kia Seltos I got from him. Drive in today and experience the difference at Ed Morse Automotive Group.
Do you like how my hand was up before he let go of the ball? Because you just know when it's a good shot coming off the hand. And bang, money balls for the Hunter. That gives me a chance to thank Casa de la Paz Hospice, the very best in the business at providing that last care for your loved ones. Give Casa de la Paz Hospice a call, 520-263-3400.
Speaking of Casa de la Paz Hospice, big power partner, there's Synergy Home Care Sierra Vista, 520-685-1035. If you are one in five family caregivers across the country, did you know that the state of Arizona will pay you for taking care of your loved one? Call them today at Synergy Home Care and find out how.
What was that last comment in the chat?
Go Pumas!
Go Pumas!
Why'd you ask me if you were going to do it?
I just wanted another excuse to do it. Speaking of Go Pumas, check that bad boy out right there, huh? Let's go Pumas! And so I was talking with Hunter. I always remind him that I'm not the coach, but I was talking about being a little more aggressive offensively, and that's exactly what I wanted to see out of Hunter Wright. That's where Bisbee's at their best for.
Hunter Wright with a huge second half. That one's going to be drove on the inside, but that's where Sebastian Lopez lives. He knocks the ball away. A lot of contact, nothing called. Diaz Lopez brings the ball up. Hunter Wright with it. He's going to go baseline, up and under, Allen Iverson style. Hunter Wright, that is not easy.
Ooh, that's double-digit points for Hunter Wright, and that was beautiful.
Now a 7-point lead for the Pumas as Johnson Jr. trying to float it in there. Can't get it to go off the backboard. Eddie Andrade with the ball. It's going to be knocked away right in front of our camera. Thank God it didn't come back for it because I don't think I could have stopped that one. James Green with the Santa Rita Eagles after the steal gets this one all the way up. Wants to pop the three. That's going to be way too long. And I'll tell you, Cameron Shia Alavi, Dave, sorry.
He's made some big shots in this game, but just a little off on that one.
I think that one, he's starting to press because he's used to seeing the ball go in a little bit more. And it just hasn't fallen as much as efficiently as he would have liked tonight.
Oh, Bisbee's in trouble. Got Christian Kanzurski guys back in the game, and he had some huge minutes in the first half.
Andrade to Sebastian Lopez. And we're going to have a timeout from head coach Mike Hernandez from the Bisbee Pumas. 42-35 your score, 4:03 to play in the fourth quarter of a nail-biter.
Thank you to all of you beautiful people out there in Cool FM Live Land that joined us this morning to support the Bisbee Pumas playing. Did I mention where we're playing? The McHale Center in Tucson, Arizona. If you can't tell by the big, giant, beautiful red, white, and blue A in the middle of your screen.
Home of the University of Arizona Wildcats. Anna Sotelo in the chat says, let's go Pumas.
Let's go Pumas. Oh, what a beautiful environment. We've got to do some games in some pretty cool places, but the home of Lute Olson. The Lady Colts are in the house. We'll be seeing them in just a couple of minutes.
Well, this timeout does give me an opportunity to thank the Sierra Vista Soap Company. They have locally handmade bath and body products. You can find them at the CSUN Creations at the Sierra Vista Mall, or visit SierraVistaSoapCompany.com.
Not to correct you, but CSUN Creations actually just moved to a Fry Boulevard location.
Just like I said. For the world to hear.
Here we go, 4 minutes and 3 seconds. Bisbee's up 7, looking to get out of here with the win.
And they have possession, Dave. They're going to take this one under the basket. Diaz Lopez to inbound for the Bisbee Pumas.
Well, look for a Lopez spin move right off of this right here. Just like that.
Yeah, that's a good call. They do get it into Sebastian Lopez, not off the spin move, as there was good defense from David Gonzalez. Lopez backing him in. Lopez turnaround, collapsing defense, 3 there. He kicks it out. The right basketball play doesn't lead to points. And a rebound here from Vernon Johnson Jr. of the Santa Rita Eagles.
I mean, Lopez would be more Michael Jordan and less LeBron. Oh,
Johnson went coast to coast. He did everything Johnson right, but Jr. the finish, it was a tough finish. Lopez with the ball, has his men on skates. He goes up. Big finish, physical finish from Sebastian Lopez.
Never gets the call, no matter where we go. But he's here. He's there. He's every freaking where. Sebastian Lopez.
You can't be the tallest, strongest, and fastest kid on the court and get foul calls. It's just it's not the game. Good drive there from Johnson Jr. Cut the deficit back down to 7 for the Santa Rita Eagles. Looked like defensively, maybe a little bit of complacency for the Pumas. Diaz, oh, that one hurts.
Whoa, is he all right?
Vernon Johnson Jr. for the, he's up. Wow. But we heard that from here, Dave. He actually knocks the siding off. He hit so hard on the railing.
Oh, man, to be young again. I'd be in the hospital for a week.
I'm about to go to the hospital just witnessing that.
You're telling me. That hurt me, and I'm just sitting right here. Yeah, what a tough kid.
He gets right up. Ball was stopped. The possession will stay with the Bisbee Pumas. Luis Ramirez to inbound the ball.
He's trying to see if he has blood coming out of his ear, but he's still playing. These kids, man. These kids are too tough.
Ball to Lopez. He's got Green on him. Oh, dribbles the ball off his foot. And going back, staying with the Bisbee Pumas, I should say.
James Green able to get the little swat on that, but yeah, like I said, it is going to stay with Bisbee. James Green having a better second half. A couple of air balls in the first half, but he's found the basket a couple times here in the second.
Lopez inbound the ball now to Hunter Wright. Different look for the Bisbee Pumas. Hunter Wright with it.
He wants another 3. I know the kid.
He's got that range. We've seen him hit that half-court shot before. Luis Ramirez with the ball now.
Oh, I want to see Ramirez hit one too.
Swings all the way around to Sebastian Lopez on the elbow. Lopez trying to go around Gonzalez. Good defense from David Gonzalez. Really stepped his game up here in the fourth quarter when it matters most.
Come on, Ramirez. Oh.
Hunter Wright, good possession here for the Bisbee Pumas, playing a little bit of keep away, content to look for the wide open shot or not even give the ball up at all. 44-37, a 7-point lead for the Pumas. Sebastian Lopez over to Emilio Diaz-Lopez. He's got a penetration lane, wants to keep it, takes the free throw jumper. Emilio Diaz-Lopez increases that Bisbee lead back to 9. Vernon Johnson Jr. a little bit out of control on that one. You know, they got to get desperate. 2:15 to play in the fourth quarter. 9-point lead. Ramirez goes up with it. No good, but that's Sebastian Lopez. Easy money for Lopez. 11-point lead. Timeout from head coach Jordan Hale for the Santa Rita Eagles. 48-37, 11-point lead with 2:07. Dave, the scoreline's not going to be indicative to how close this ball game was here today.
Yeah, Santa Rita could have gotten the defensive rebound, but they forgot that one crucial thing. He's here, he's there, he's every freaking where. Sebastian Lopez, well over 20 points today, putting on another show as he always does. Only got 2 minutes and 7 seconds to get that dunk, though.
Sebastian Lopez with that last offensive rebound now has a 22-10 double-double in this ball game at the McHale Center.
And this
Rita Carlos in the chat laughing about something. I can only imagine what you said while I was getting stats for Sebastian Lopez.
Yeah, this timeout is brought to you by After Hours HVAC, the best HVAC servicing company that we have in Cochise County. Give Fred Gray a call, 520-459-5257 for all of your HVAC needs. Thank you for all of your support all year long, Fred Gray. We appreciate it.
Thanks to John Millier for the stats in that game. Let me know there was a double-double there. Also, thank you to Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, for serving our community.
Thank you to all you wonderful viewers at home that are supporting us here.
Rita Carlos says Adrian in the house, and then Christy LaRue says, way to go, Mijo. Or Mayo. Emilio. It's got to be Emilio. David Gonzalez bringing the ball up for Santa Rita.
Ramirez. We got to get Ramirez a basket before we're done.
Not over just yet, but Santa Rita in desperation mode. Michael Ross, the step back three-pointer. That could have kept him in the game.
Oh, Lopez had it on the cherry pick. You got to get your eyes up.
With that, Dave, I think we can safely say here at the McHale Center that all that are left are the handshakes. 1:40 to play, and Sebastian Lopez with the ball for the Pumas. Draws contact. Would have made the shot if there was no contact or whistle. So coming into the game for the Bisbee Pumas, we're going to see Jesse Bruner coming into the game.
Oh, yeah, let's get him a couple of minutes out there on the McHale Center
And Santa
floor.
Rita also, Amani Hashem coming into the ball game. His first minutes as well. Hunter Wright has a lane. He's going to take it. Elbow from the paint. No good. Follows his own miss, and that one's going to be swatted away. There's Bruner right there. With his first minutes getting an offensive rebound, Sebastian Lopez says, everyone, calm down.
Pull it, Jesse. Let's pull it from there.
Over to Hunter Wright. Good ball to the inside, and that's a finish and contact. Chance for a three-point play for Emilio Diaz-Lopez.
Oh, yeah, he's a football player. You know he's going to fight his way to that contact to get themselves a couple of free throws that are also brought to you by Costa de la Paz Hospice. Give him a call, 520-263-3400.
Jose Mendez.
You don't have to, but
Jose Mendez in the chat says, yes, sir, Pumas.
Jose.
That's why he doesn't come into our chat more often.
Yeah, he's probably tired of hearing that after 3 years.
Diaz-Lopez converts the three-point play, 51-37. Bisbee Pumas are going to walk out of the McHale Center with the victory. Really started to pull away with halfway to go in the fourth quarter. Santa Rita.
Oh, you got to pull that three. Come on, kid. Andre Atkins got to pull that.
David Gonzalez, he's going to pull the elbow three. That's going to be off to the right. Rebound from Sebastian Lopez. Stop me if you heard that one before. Lopez with a double-double in this ball game. Gets it up to Luis Ramirez.
Pull it.
Under a minute to play. Hunter Wright with the ball, 45 seconds to be exact. So not quite time to just dribble this one out.
Bruner's wide open. Pull it. Come on. Oh!
Trying to get it to Jesse Bruner. Couldn't convert. Emilio Diaz-Lopez, no-look pass after the offensive rebound. The three-pointer from Sebastian Lopez, no good. Bruner with another offensive rebound. That's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow staying with the Pumas with 28.6 seconds to play in this ball game.
Samuel Thompson checking back in for Santa Rita, taking out Christian.
What a game here today for the Bisbee Pumas, Dave. And what a spectacle they had putting on a show for the people at the McHale Center.
Oh, Dave Gray's over there on the other side.
I see him. I've seen him since day one.
Oh, I didn't see him.
Good steal there. Speaking of David Gray, there's David Gonzalez. They're going to get this one into the big man. Hashim puts it up and no good. Rebound to Sebastian Lopez. 5 seconds to go. Lopez, he's going to try to dunk it. He's going to dunk it. Oh, lays it up. He's got a wry smile. He wanted to dunk that one. No dice, but 53-37. The ending score line here is 16-point victory for the Bisbee Pumas over the Santa Rita Eagles.
Yeah, as you said in the fourth quarter, don't let the scoreboard fool you. That was a much closer game than the scoreboard indicates. Bisbee just pulled away in the fourth quarter.
Thanks to my boy John over there again. Says 19-5 run to end the game for the Bisbee Pumas. As we do have Kid Hutchinson in the chat saying Puma pride. And then Betty Romero says, yeah, Pumas, let's go. Dave Davies. It was a tightly contested affair until that 19-5 run. Speak first on the Santa Rita Eagles. What do you think about the team? And more importantly, about the program that they are building over there?
The Santa Rita program, again, it's just night and day from where they were 2 years ago. A couple of big games. David Gonzalez had a really nice game. I really liked Vernon Johnson Jr., good-looking player. Oh, here comes the ball. But, yeah, Santa Rita over there, again, night and day from where they were. Very competitive game against the Bisbee Pumas. So, yeah, proud of the kids.
Then we have a couple more comments in the chat. Rita Carlos says, Pumas #1. Chrissy LaRue says, way to go, Pumas. About those Bisbee Pumas, Dave. You said we're not getting a close loss in this one. As soon as you said it, they go 19-5 run to close out the game.
Couple of big threes by Hunter Wright, and that was going to do her. But, folks, stick around. We are
you got nothing to say about your Pumas?
Oh, no. I mean, nothing we haven't been saying the whole game. Everybody got baskets in.
This is your time to be an analyst, brother. I got nothing. It's like, if it's not about the refs, I got nothing. But stick around, folks. We got the Buena Lady Colts coming up right after this one. Stick around. Dan the Manimal is going to have everything. I said Manimal. Oh, man, speaking of Manimal, I didn't even catch that one. 25th, Douglas, Arizona, Thunder Mountain Wrestling returns. But anyway, long enough outro for Dave Davies, Dan
Powers,
thank you. I always call him Dan the Man. I forget. I'm Paul Corder. We will see you for the Buena Lady Colts.